What is going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. So as of late, I've been picking up a lot of fragrances from the house of TERENCE Hughes. And I'm going to be honest, they are stinking good. I've enjoyed every single one, and they're completely slept on. Nobody is ever talking about them, until today. In this episode, I'm going to go over my 5 favorite from the house. So stay tuned. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. What's going on, fragrance family? Just want to give a quick shout out to you. Welcome back. This is going to be a fun episode. So a lot of you probably follow TERENCE Hughes. I enjoy watching his episodes quite thoroughly because he breaks down a lot of fragrances that I love, and he brings forth so much knowledge. Even though he's a self-taught perfumer, man, that guy is an encyclopedia of all sorts of synthetics and chemicals and all sorts of things. Having a chemistry background has definitely helped him create some amazing fragrances. Today, I want to share 5 of my favorites that I think are 100% worth a whiff and sniff. So without further ado, let's get engaged with our higher selves and get into today's whiffs and sniffs. I'm up to like 12 of TERENCE Hughes fragrances, and I stinking love every single one. And this was not easy for me to do because they're all fantastic fragrances, though some are a little bit better than others, so I am going to do a rank list. Number 5 is Ozone. First thing to say about all TERENCE Hughes fragrances, I love the magnetic caps. That is awesome. I like the rubber feel of the bottles. I like the plaque up front. The only thing I will say about it is these plaques are so reflective, it's hard for me to tell which fragrance I'm picking out. So I kind of have to remember where they are on my shelf. The main notes that I get out of Ozone are going to be lime, coconut, and ambroxan. Now, if you are a fan of like Dior Sauvage or Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, this would be a great fragrance to gear yourself into the house of TERENCE Hughes, because this one is just very mass appealing. The lime in this is very juicy. It is big and juicy. And I really like the coconut accord in it, so it gives it this tropical feel. You're also going to get this really nice spearmint. I like the ambroxan in this because it's not headache inducing. It's not super overpowering. What it does is it adds a little bit of a woody characteristic, but also allows the fragrance to project. And let me tell you what, for a fresh fragrance, this beast right here projects. It is long lasting, projects, and it lasts forever. Now, it's more of a casual fragrance. I wouldn't really wear this to the office, though you could. This is more just going out, hanging out, going out on the town, because it's a mass appealing fragrance. Ozone has garnered me some really nice attention. It just smells very fresh, citrusy, and tropical. It's not something that I would wear in the fall and winter. This is definitely spring, summer. This thing is a beast in the heat. The hotter your skin pumps up, the better this does. You can get 10 ml bottles of this at Maxaroma. I think they're like 19, 20 bucks. And that is a great way to test this bad boy out. If you're looking for a great summer banger, look no further. Check out Ozone, ATH. Number 4, yeah, Deviant. And that is exactly what this fragrance is. It's quite deviant. So this is what the little bottles look like, the 10 ml bottles. They look just like the tall bottles, but just miniature size. Main notes that I get out of Deviant are going to be raspberry, cherry, vanilla, and cannabis. That's right, wacky tobacco. Up top, I get this really nice tart raspberry, and shortly after, I get this nice smoky cannabis. And that raspberry starts melding in with this nice cherry accord, and that segues into a really nice, spicy, leathery saffron. Man, this is such a great fragrance. This is an interesting signature scent. If you want to set yourself apart, Deviant is a great choice. It's kind of a mixture of Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather and Bad Boy Le Parfum. Except the grapefruit. No grapefruit. Just that cannabis in it. The wacky tobacco. You know, the devil's lettuce. This has got a little bit of class to it, but it's also a bad boy fragrance. It's Deviant. It is definitely the horns that are holding your halo up. I really enjoy the smoky cannabis in it, but the raspberry, man, the raspberry is super tart and it's nice. Be better for the fall and winter, more in the colder months, but I could see you getting away with rocking this in the spring, not so much the summer. And it might give you kind of a headache, become a little cloying. The cannabis note in this is definitely a lot more smoky. Not a green, earthy cannabis. This is a lot more like, hey man, you ever seen the backside of a $5 bill? You ever seen the backside of a $5 bill on weed, man? This definitely right here. This is Willie Nelson approved, but it's really stinking good. Definitely worth a whiff and sniff. ATH Deviant. Number 3 on my list is Boss Bastard. This fragrance was inspired by Leonardo DiCaprio's role in Wolf of Wall Street. And I can totally see why. This is like you're gonna take over the world kind of signature scent. The notes that I really get out of this are gonna be citrus, and that's gonna be bergamot, lemon, and mandarin, tobacco, cedar, cacao, and some musks. I also get some leather in this. The tobacco in it is blended really well with this nice bitter dark chocolate. So you get like this nice sweet and bitterness. Now this fragrance starts out fresh and then it gets nice and warm. It has some nice depth. This is beast mode, boss mode, signature scent worthy. 100% office safe. It has a clean skin accord in it. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that is. It stays fresh even though it's got a lot of depth and gets pretty warm. This can be worn all year round. I've been wearing this a lot like a boss. Like a boss. That's exactly what this fragrance is. It is a boss. So check out ATH, Boss Bastard. Number 2, Patchouli Noir. This has become one of my new favorite patchouli fragrances. This is 50 Shades of Grey, like sexy. Patchouli, woods, dark chocolate, tonka, amber, and smoke. Right up top, you get that patchouli and that dark chocolate. And the patchouli in it is almost like sweet and damp and fruity. The combination of patchouli and chocolate in this are such an interesting combination, but they're done so well. It almost leans on the gourmand side. This is a banger when it comes to performance. It just lasts and lasts and lasts. And I love the opening on this. And I love it all the way through the dry down because you start getting this really nice woodiness and just a touch of smoke. There is clove in this, but the clove is not overpowering. It's not overbearing. This has a touch of spiciness to add to the fruity, sweet patchouli and that nice bitter dark chocolate. This is an incredible fragrance. This is definitely going to be more like I'm going out on the town, going out to meet some buddies, going out on a date, special occasions, things like that. I did wear this in the heat not too long ago, and it was a little bit too much. It was a little heavy for the heat that was going on that day. In the colder months, I know this is going to be a banger. If you're dressed to impress and you need a fragrance to go along with it, ATH Patchouli Noir is a great avenue to go. Definitely check it out. Last but not least, Daddy. But Daddy, I want a golden goose. Keynotes in this are going to be apple, vanilla, patchouli, and oud. That's right, because oud boosts your mood. Oud in this is not animalic whatsoever. No barnyard. This is more of a sweet, dark, deep, rich, resinous oud. The apple and bergamot give it this really nice fruity sweetness right up top. The oud is kind of creamy and adds this nice resinous woodiness to it. It also has this really nice ethical ambergris in it. And I think it's pretty cool how Aaron actually uses a lot of ethical ingredients in his fragrances, like his ambergris. Anything that fragrance houses and perfumers can do to give back to Mother Nature, I'm totally on board with. And yes, there is a nice salty ethical ambergris that is in Daddy. And I really like it because it just kind of just rounds out the sweetness and the fruitiness that's going on in this fragrance. This is a great going out on the town, going on dates, special occasion kind of fragrance. Though I will say this definitely will do better, again, in the colder months. But it's a banger. This is a long-lasting fragrance. I get 10 to 12 hours on skin. That's not on my clothes. It's a banger. And again, this is mass appealing. All these fragrances are quite mass appealing. And that's what I like about Aaron's fragrances, that they smell really good and they're unique. And you can smell that they're quality. They're high quality fragrances. Though he uses a lot of synthetics in them, they're done very well. If you haven't checked out any Aaron's fragrances yet, I'll leave a link in the description below. He's currently running a sale on quite a few of his fragrances on his website, and he does ship to the US. Though it might take a little while. I haven't ordered anything from his website. Let me know in the comments down below if you have, if it takes a while. Aaron's fragrances are great. I've got more coming and I'm excited to try those as well. So this list will probably get updated again because he's always adding new fragrances, which I kind of appreciate. He's really constantly working on making more and more fragrances for us to enjoy. It doesn't bother me that he discontinues his fragrances because he's always thinking and doing and creating new art. And I really appreciate that actually. If you haven't yet, go check out Aaron's fragrances. You can find them at Maxaroma. You can find them on his website. they're stinking good. If you want to set yourself apart, you want to be unique, and you want confident fragrances, ATH is the way to go. There it is, guys. My 5 favorite Terence Hughes fragrances. Well, so far. Though I enjoy every single one that I have. These are just my 5 favorites. So that's it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, you're stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.